Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We will hear with the analytical review of the post budget of Pakistan, that is for the year 2023-24, and the budgetary goals outlined in the budget document are consequently unattainable since the federal government uh, जो है paints an unrealistic picture of the state of the economy in the budget. Minister of Finance Ishaq Dar has presented the fiscal budget for the upcoming fiscal year uh, on the 9th June 2023, which predict the situation where one of the three measures that International Monetary Funds will gauge before release of the sum of 2.5 billion, which is still pending under the lending program expiring in this month. The cash strapped country with the reserve to barely meet the 1 month import is undertaking to step to secure 1.1 billion loan that is part of a 6.5 billion IMF bailout package, which has been delayed since November, with more than 3 months gone since last staff level mission to visit of Pakistan. Uh, and in order to close this 6 million gap, Pakistan need to pass fiscal year 2024 budget that is in line with the IMF program, and by considering the goal and secured the solid and reliable financial commitments. According to the IMF, who is also noted that there was only enough time for one final IMF board review before the current bailout package. For this fiscal year 2023-24, Pakistan is aiming for GDP growth of 3.5% and expected inflation to be 21%, whereas the current inflation is more than 38%. And the budget will face a deficit of 6.5% of the GDP, which is just under the current year revised forecast of 7%. The total budget outlay is 24 basically trillion, 24,813 billion, which is equivalent to basically 24 trillion. The tax revenue target fixed is 9.2 trillion, 9,200 billion, and the non-tax revenue is projected to almost 3,000 billion, and the exact figure is 2,963 billion. Whereas the total resources is concerned, the total revenue is forecasted it is 12,163 billion, and the domestic debt is estimated that 5,005 billion. The foreign debts and grant is estimated at 6.973 billion, and is 6,973 billion. The provincial surplus is 650 billion, and the government is expected to proceed from the privatization as 15 billion. The total inflow is expected to be 24,813 trillion, which include 12.6 billion from the other sources, that is from around 1000, more than 1000 billion, or 1.12,000 billion is around from the domestic and foreign debts, and 650 billion will be generated from the provincial surplus, and 15 billion from the uh, privatization. While the expenditure is concerned, the total provincial transfer is estimated to be 5,276 trillion, and the current expenditure is expected to 17.928 billion, and development is 16,009 billion. So total outlay is 1.19,536 trillion, and then the balance 6,000 is used for the payment of interest and debts. So that is the total fiscal situation. Where is the breakup of 9,200 billion is for revenue is concerned. The government is expected to generate 37,1400 from the income taxes, and 1,178 billion from custom duty, and 3,538 from sales tax, which is very ambitious target, and 725 billion from federal excise duty, and 45 billion from the other sources. The revenue goal of peak year 9,200 billion revenue not seems very challenging, but it could also have far-reaching adverse effect. The goal for the last year was peak year 7,500 billion, but efforts to reach that goal are still failing. The economic growth rate was about 6% last year, but this year it has drastically decreased to only 0.29%. Therefore, can be a tax increase given the weak economic growth. इट मीन दैट द गवर्नमेंट ने जो टारगेट 9,200 बिलियन फिक्स किया है वो फ़िलहाल अचीव होना बहुत मुश्किल नज़र आता है, इसलिए कि जो गवर्नमेंट ने 9,200 बिलियन जो फोरकास्ट किया उसमें 3,538 बिलियन सेल्स टैक्स है। अभी समझ में नहीं आता कि जी कोई नई एवेन्यूज़ भी क्या कहते नहीं है, तो एग्जिस्टिंग को ये कितना निचोड़ेंगे, किस तरह से क्या कहते करेंगे, टारगेट कैसे फिक्स करेंगे, जबकि इकनॉमी भी काफ़ी वीकन है, इम्पोर्ट्स डिक्रीज्ड हैं, तो क्या होगा, किस तरह से क्या कहते टारगेट्स क्या कहते मीट होंगे। बहरहाल ये बड़ा एम्बिशियस टारगेट है, और हमारी जो क्या कहते प्रोजेक्शन है मुझे ये है कि तकरीबन जो है वो 7,000 से 7,500 भी कर लें, जो कि लास्ट ईयर का टारगेट था, तो बहुत ही क्या कहते हैं बड़ी पेशरफ्त क्या कहते होगी। तो हम अपने बजट के पार्ट 1 के वीडियो को यहाँ तक रखते हैं, और हम फर्दर एनालिसिस करेंगे अपने बजट के पार्ट 2 की वीडियो में।